Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Leslie and today we are making a card using sketches from Kendra's card challenge number 17 featuring product from Artful Angel. And I'm so excited to show you guys these fun stamps today. So we got 3 sets of stamps today. The first one is called Garden Gnomes and features cute little gnomes there. The next one is called Slow Much with a little sloth and a little fence with some flowers. That's so cute. And then the final one is Never Change Your Stripes, which has a little zebra and a cow, and we're using this cow today. So off camera, I actually made the background. I did some ink blending, a bunch of splattering kind of thing. I was just playing one day and I didn't have my camera on, but I am going to use that background for today's sketch. This one is sketch number 3, and so I am getting that started. That's my ink background with all the splatters and fun glitter, all the fun things that I was messing with around, and that ended up being perfect for today's sketch, with features the little cow. It's so cute. Oh, I love these little baby animals. I'm calling them baby. I don't know if they're babies, but they're so cute. I'm using that as my background, so not as pattern paper. You can always just do plain cardstock, or you can do an embossed piece of paper or cardstock. Make it your own. And then my pattern paper is this lovely polka dot paper that I had in my stash. I just figured that it matched the cow so well, right? I'm just using some tape adhesive to get my layers down here. This does call for that little mat, that black mat around the polka dot paper. You can make that any color that works. I'm showing you here, it's kind of hard to see on camera, but I did take a glitter pen and brush that across the white just to give it a little bit more sparkle and interest. And then I'm going to just use my tape adhesive again and get that line down. And then I did cut out a little flag here, and I used some circle dies that I had in my stash for the circle. So the layer calls for 2 layers of circles, that background with the scallop edge. I just happen to have one, but if you don't, you can use any shape that you want, and then that would be the final card, and you can like put a sentiment on it or anything like that. But instead of using that white circle, I am going to color my cow, and as you can see, there's little pencil marks around here. I tend to take a pencil and just draw around the stamp. I just put the stamp on it and draw around it, and that helps me to fussy cut. So I am using my Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend markers today to color this cute little cow. And while I'm coloring this, I do want to talk today about the hop. So this is an Artful Angel hop for Kendra's Card Challenge 17. So there is a playlist down below with several of our design team. It's actually a whole weekend of Artful Angel. There was a playlist yesterday featuring some products from them, and then a playlist today featuring some more products from them. So if you've never heard of Artful Angel, you definitely have a lot of inspiration going on this weekend and a chance for prizes. So make sure you fill out the giveaway form down below and get entered to win a prize from Kendra's Card Challenge. From Cards by Kendra. And of course, if you have never heard of Kendra's Card Challenge, it is a quarterly challenge that Cards by Kendra puts on. She creates a cutting guide and 15 unique card sketches using 6 sheets of 6x6 paper, and she gives you all the cutting guides, all the sketches, and even the individual sketches also have all the measurements. So if you just wanted to do like 1 card or all 15 cards, you're more than welcome to do so. So I am trying to figure out where I wanted my cow versus my sentiment. I did end up lining it up like this with that card on that backdrop, and then I am bumping up my sentiment and my little cow with some foam tape here. And of course, make sure that you're watching all the videos today. Lots of inspiration for Kendra's Card Challenge as well. We are in 17, y'all, and we are almost done with 17. This is the last month for Kendra's Card 17. So if you haven't got your 15 cards finished, get going on them. You got to get in before the end of March to be entered into the giveaway. Now, of course, this quarter, we are doing that a little bit differently. We're using some InLinkz Party. And so just go to kendrascardchallenges.com for those links, and each month has their own individual link, so make sure that you're clicking on the March 2025 link to upload a picture of your 15 cards and be entered into the giveaways. Of course, if you do want to be part of the showcase that Kendra puts on, you will need to also upload that picture to our Facebook group. That's how she ends up using those photos for the showcase at the end of the month. So this is my first card. I love how it came out. It's so cute. Oh, that cow is just adorable, y'all. And plus, how's it going? Who doesn't like I love puns. All right, so now we're going to be using those gnome stamps. I did have a sentiment from my stash. That's the plant kindness that I'm going to use. But otherwise, we are using all of their stamps. We're using Sketch 10. And as you can see, I now have Band-Aids on my fingers. As I color this gnome, I'll tell you all about it. I am so hard on my hands, y'all, and they are so dry with this winter. And I was actually loading my dishwasher, and we have a bit of a small kitchen. Part of our kitchen is used kind of like with storage and things. And so we had a tote of my daughter's 3T clothes that I am washing because she's now going into 3T, y'all. That's my second kid that's going into 3T. I'm not gonna cry. But anyway, that tote was right next to the dishwasher, and apparently I didn't move it over enough. And so when I went to pull up the dishwasher lid, I scraped my hand against the tote. And I didn't even realize it was that bad because it like stung a little bit, but I thought maybe, just a little bit of skin kind of thing. No, I started bleeding everywhere. So then I had to get Band-Aids for that. And now, as you see, as I'm coloring this, I had to stop the video halfway because my youngest daughter needed to be fed. And on the way there, I don't know what I ran into or what, but I hit something and I cut my thumb. And so then that started bleeding, and I don't know, y'all. My poor hands. And so by the end of making this video, I had 2 Band-Aids on the one hand and a third Band-Aid on my other hand. I'm so sorry if it's distracting. But I didn't want to get blood all over my beautiful pink gnome. Isn't that cute? I am coloring the little butterfly the same as my gnome. I'm going to fussy cut this, the little spade and I have no idea. Trowel? Let me know down in the comments if you know what they're called. I am not a gardener. My friend will probably laugh at me a lot. But with the gnome, I decided just to cut out the rectangle that is shown in Sketch 10. So I didn't fussy cut the gnome, but I did fussy cut the tools and the little butterfly that's going to be part of this sketch. So I'm going to go ahead and use my tape adhesive here and get this pattern paper on the back. Again, this calls for the pattern paper, but you can always make it your own. You could use the cardstock, you could use embossed paper. These are starting points, and you make it your own. Just make sure that you can tell that it was inspired by that particular sketch for the giveaways. I'm using some textured blue paper that was, these are all papers that are just in my stash. And then I'm just getting everything attached. Those lovely little triangles. I love this flower paper, y'all. And then my glitter paper that I'm about to use, I actually was in my scrap bin. You can see that I used it for a snowflake. And then I was able to use it as the outline mat for my little gnome, and it just added a little bit of sparkle, and it matches the dark blue flowers compared to the light blue matte paper matching the light blue flowers. So I just thought this all coordinated great. Plus it adds, again, a little bit of sparkle, a little bit more interest there. I'll get that attached, and then we'll get my little girly gnome going. I decided to put some foam tape on the back of her to make sure that It has a bit more dimension, and then I'm going to use a little bit of liquid glue to put the tools in her hands. I just thought it worked perfectly. You could get really detailed and maybe take an X-Acto knife to those fingers and lift them up and make it look like she's really holding those tools. I do not have that kind of talent, but if you do, you know, you can do it. Of course, this is the time where I go, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up for me. That really helps my channel. And then, of course, if you aren't a subscriber, I would love to have you. I'm trying to get more consistent with getting my videos up. I don't have a particular day that I get them up, but I do post a little bit more often, at least 2 to 4 times a month, if not more. So it just depends on the month. I'm just getting that plant kindness put in there. I did have a die to cut that out, so I'm not that good of a fussy cutter. And then I did find some blue confetti sequins in my stash. Not blue, pink flower confetti sequins in my stash, and I'm adding those to the top 3 because that's what this sketch calls for. But then I just wanted to add it to the bottom left hand as well, just because I really liked how well they matched and went with this card, y'all. Beautiful, yay! And of course, make sure that you are checking all the description down below. I have links to the Artful Angel products. Make sure you check out that playlist for all the other inspiration that is going on today. Lots of Artful Angel this weekend in Kendra's Card Challenge 17. I am just taking a white gel pen here, adding some highlights to my gnome. It just gives it a little bit more dimension, makes it a little bit more 3D. I honestly don't know what I'm doing when it comes to the highlighting with the pen. I just kind of put it wherever I think it looks good, and you know, it works out. And then I'm putting little dots on the inside of the butterfly's wings there, just to add a little bit more interest. And that is my second card. So that is my gnome card, and of course my little cow card. Those are my cards that I made today for Kendra's Card Challenge 17 and the Artful Angel hop. Make sure you're checking out those videos. Don't forget to fill out the giveaway form down below and be entered to a chance to win a prize from Cards by Kendra. For this hop that is going on this weekend. You have 10 days to do so, so definitely be checking out all the other videos for inspiration and see what my other designer friends did